Welcome back to Shadows Awakening. Right back in, back-to-back episodes, so I actually know where we are and what we're doing, and hopefully you do too if you watched the last one. We have just gotten into this dried lakebed wasteland area, and we are, as it says here, reach an oasis. Once again, all right, that was pretty fucking cool. I think that was the new staff doing some work. We're gonna enjoy that. So right away, this is kind of a little example of how the game is pretty linear. So we've got the desert cave here. That's where we need to go. It's not going to let us go anywhere else. It's actually just blocking our progress here unless we can get around the side. Oh, here we go. Once again, for those of you who want to pause, Shadowhands Volume 1. Okay, I'm actually vaguely interested. Vassal states, blah blah blah. Key was fear. On terror, imperial necromancers use soul negating right of the undying to become liches. Extend their service to the throne. Wow, that right there means you've got some seriously loyal people. If they're like, yeah, sure, I'll rot for an eternity for you, no problem. Immortal assassins, undetectable by elemental mages and scarcely perceptible even by those attuned to death essence. The Gerulian throne already employed the finest assassins in the whole of the Heretic Kingdoms. The only question was, would any agree to an eternal living death in service of the crown? Well, apparently the mages did. So, yeah, so she's the Gerulian princess. I have a sneaking hunch that our like, betraying Thol to be sacked on the way out just so that it would cover our retreat. Probably nothing that this Gerulian princess wouldn't have considered perfectly reasonable based on some of the lore that we're picking up. All right, but needless to say, we've poked around this pretty tiny area, another small map, but very cool. And now we're straight off to the desert cave here, and we're looking for an oasis. So hey, get in the cave. I keep forgetting it's right click, not left click.
It will be less suspicious if I am seen here than some of our other forms.
What, you mean the giant armored zombie would seem out of place? Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is kind of what I was expecting the nomad camp to turn into, which is another little trade hub, right? But here we are. So let's sample their voice acting again and see if it turns out to be as weirdly juxtaposed as the Knoll was.
My name is Evia. You have goods for sale?
My humble emporium is at your disposal, Lady Evia. How can I help?
This hardly seems like a great place for an establishment.
I'm not exactly here by choice. I've worked damn hard to climb the ranks in the Guild of Silk over the years. Fought my way up to Caravan Master. I'm this close to Arashad making me Caravan Grandmaster. This close. Then it all fell apart. Lost my caravan, reduced to selling trinkets at the most dangerous retail outlet in all the Heretic Kingdoms. Forgive me, I didn't mean to burden you with my woes. Do you need some help?
Somebody in trouble? Somebody with money in trouble? Burden me further.
What transpired to cause the loss of your caravan?
Nomads. The same ones besieging Thol, I think. Our mercenaries did their best to defend us, but this was no ordinary ambush. They were organized, almost disciplined. I lost everything in that attack. I can't go back to Thol with nothing. I'd be ruined. If I could recover the cargo, maybe, the important items at least, maybe. Well, dreaming is free, I guess. You have many questions, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, dreaming might be free, but having me recover this isn't going to be free, and I don't think I should tell him that Thol is probably going to be a burning pile of rubble when he gets back. I'd rather take his money before he goes in there and gets it stolen.
I will help you recover your lost cargo, if you'll accept my aid.
I no longer have much in the way of coin, but I have what you see on my stall. If you will help recover my cargo, you can have whatever you like. I've thought about this a great deal. There are 4 things I would need to return to the guild with my pride intact. Firstly, perhaps most importantly, a sword known as the Reaper that was in my charge. Secondly, a griffin egg, very rare and not that easy to acquire. Thirdly, some bolts of silk. I have a stash of these, but I can't get to it safely. Lastly, a supply manifest from the Temurian border camp. A real coup that, getting an order from the wolf folk. But the Temurian who helped me arrange the deal is dead, and there's no way they'll let you cross the border. Well, that's what I need. If you can get me any of these things, I would be truly grateful. You have many questions, I'm sure.
I sure do. And actually, as fetch quests go, this one is a little bit more interesting. He didn't just basically say, like, go out and return with, 10 lost crates. These are actually interesting items. They make sense. He's focusing on high value stuff. I'll give them that.
The Reaper blade. Where is it now?
It is a dangerous weapon in anyone's hands. Do not treat this matter lightly. The man I charged with guarding it acted very strangely from the moment he touched it. His name is Famulus. No backbone, that one. He ran into the hills the moment the nomads attacked. If you search the rocky hills to the west of the Outlands, the sword may still be there. And if not, there may yet be clues as to where Famulus fled. How can I help?
Okay. Some of these might be a little bit more involved. I mean, we'll have to see, right? It could be that it's a tiny map and he's just sitting at a campfire or something, but we'll find out. There's opportunities for these side quests to be quite interesting.
Can you suggest where I might acquire a griffin egg?
There are several eyries in the jagged peaks, but I fear few outside of Temuria know how to get to them. If you search Broken Spear Pass thoroughly, you may yet find a route to one. But beware that the mother does not catch you raiding her nest. What can I do for you?
Where did you conceal your bolts of silk?
The bolts are marked with the seal of the Silken Sail Alliance, the finest money can buy. The cart carrying it managed to escape, and my man Balthazar was able to stash it in a cave. I can mark the location of the cave on your map, but there's a problem. When I found Balthazar, he was dying from the venom of the sand scorpion. I'm afraid his chosen hiding place may have been ill-advised. You have many questions, I'm sure.
Can you suggest how I might replace the supply manifest?
The captain at the border camp into Temuria is desperate for supplies. She's not being provisioned from her own kind for some reason. If you have a Temurian who can get into the camp, replacing the manifest is a trivial job. The problem is getting a Temurian ally. How can I help?
Okay, so we've established that the furry with the weird voice back at the Nomad camp, Zul, I believe he was called. So that, I'm guessing, is a Temurian, their version of the Knoll. All right, well, let's take a quick look at buying and selling. I'm led to believe by the fact that we have perks which manage inventory size that we should be selling off crap that we don't need because it is taking up inventory space. So let's sell some of this crap that we're never going to use again. And that's nice and everything like that, but we've got this unique staff. Level 1 stuff has got to go. I'm going to be a little bit reticent when it comes to selling, magic items like greens and stuff like that, just because of the fact that I can't remember whether it's been introduced or not, but there might be situations where, let's take this out just so we can see everything, right? Sell this stuff. There might be situations where we can actually break those down into usable components for upgrades and stuff like that, which, at that point it would seem to be worth us keeping some of that. This stuff, white items, I mean, yeah, they give you something, but not much. I'm just going to start throwing shit out. we're finding so many items at this point that I really don't think keeping our hands on that is worth our time. We can always just convert it into something a little more useful. Steel warden bracers. Nobody's using that? Who can use it? She can use it? Why isn't she using it? Whatever. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Boots. Yeah, nothing. Well, she's wearing these, but that's all she can wear, so we may as well keep them. Not going to throw away stuff that, you know, can fill a otherwise empty slot. Now, soulstones. I don't know. I guess we can do this. Sell that one. Worth a couple coins. We can sell this one as well. Because we do have these much better ones by now. I think there's almost like a level cutoff where we can just sell everything. In terms of purchases, what does he actually have here? Okay, there's another yellow artifact. That's pretty good, but I mean, it's level 10 and we just picked up an artifact. Doesn't really look... I mean, we got this chieftain short bow, but honestly, if you look at the amount of money we have and the amount of money stuff costs, let us not even fucking waste time. We're not going to be able to afford anything. Okay, so let's take a quick look around, find out if there's anyone else we can talk to. Very nice here that we found another fast travel point, so that's good. Doesn't look like we can chat with anyone else. Disgusting, but I guess you do what you gotta do.
Thou shalt face me now.
Well, technically all I wanted to do was check out the fast travel. Okay, so from here, like, I was actually thinking of that when the catacombs collapsed behind us. I'm like, is that really a big deal to me? Because can't I just warp? Obviously, I can, so no problems there. We could go back right now and get a little bit of a look and sort of see if there's been any progress on the nomads getting into the city and if that's changed things. But for right now, I think I'm probably just going to get back outside and try to make some progress on this other stuff that we've done, because we've been handed a shitload of stuff to do. And I'm thinking that rather than it being side quests, I'm thinking that we're probably in a situation where we're just going to have to do a lot of work to get through here. Basically, our main quest is reach an oasis, and we're probably not going to be able to go forward without maybe doing some of this stuff, because we did notice outside here, which I will go back at, we did notice that our way forward seems to be blocked. Oh, never mind. That's being taken care of.
I shall tear their flesh from their bones.
Okay, yeah, that got a little bit weird there. I would have hoped to react ever so slightly faster. There we go. Under the ever-popular bitches get stitches routine that we operate with. Alright, let's get those gloves on, too. There's no sense leaving usable gear out of a slot. Although, having said that, it should be known that I will constantly leave usable gear out because I'm lazy and slow. Eat it. Okay, this guy's actually pretty tough. Let's do an experiment, because he's not like a little poison guy either. Motherfuckers. Oh yeah, that's nice. Although I will say I am taking some beatings myself here. Like, significant beatings. My tankiness is much less than I had hoped for. Oh, hold on. Let's get... Wait. How does this work again? Feast? Maybe I have to have that sort of activated while I'm in combat or something like that. Okay, so Law of Tsar. Now this one was actually something that kind of interested me when I was in that arena there, because it's like the Law of Tsar. Well, wasn't the guy just called Tsar? So maybe Tsar is a title, I guess. I'll be honest. I don't really care about the Law of Tsar. I'm gonna break it. That's just kind of how I roll. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Okay, I can't go into the structures there. I can ruin all their shit though. Oh, shielding up, are ya? I know these tricks. Okay, that's actually really interesting. That's one of the first opponents that's really, not only is his shield assailable from the Shadow Realm, but so is he. That's kind of cool. Maybe I've just kind of been missing it because I made early assumptions that that wasn't going to be the case. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so it looks like our route forward is right here. Once again, kind of pinched off, so we can only go in one general direction. Fine with that again. Not going to worry too much. Oh. Okay, this is a job for our fucking minion here. Oh. Okay, that sucked. There we go. Look at that. Look at that damage output now. It's coming along. I'm starting to feel it. Starting to feel it. I'm going to enjoy it when I've got enough skill points to... I guess technically we could use this guy and drop the mine. There we go. Alright, actually there we go. Yeah, let's just use those abilities a little bit. She's coming along nicely. I mean, I have been focusing pretty heavily on getting Evia stacked up a little bit more. Okay, wow. I need to settle a little bit here. Okay, get off me. I'm trying to burn down your little queen or whatever here. I do not like these creatures. I do not like them. I don't like spiders. I don't like crawly things. It sort of varies, but something like that is just, not only is it, you know, creepy and fucking horrible looking, it's actually like dangerous, unlike your regular house spiders that I also despise. There we go. I feel like I gotta get regen items on pretty much all of my characters just for that process to be at all efficient. Yeah, see if he can pull aggro here. And then when he does, we'll light him up. There we go. She's not quite fully featured. She can't, you know, annihilate everything by herself too easily, but just getting there.
You shall fall.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be like a spine tosser, you would think, eh? Just a tosser. Yeah, this is a lot of enemies here. And I should probably check in here as well. Oh, hello. Okay, so these are actually demons. I remember looking at a couple of abilities earlier on that were sort of targeting demons, and I had assumed that that would be, you know, Diablo-esque, that would be like in the real world. Obviously not. Obviously extending the enemy types a lot here in the spirit realm, which I have to admit is a good thing. I like that the freeze has that nice dot component to it as well. It's actually doing work while it's holding him still. Oh yeah, plus I got that Shadow Blink ability, which I should be trying out. I always forget when I get new abilities, especially when I do it at the end of one episode and then get into the next one. Alright. Oh, there's your move, huh? Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, I don't like that. Boy, I'd sure love it if I had some kind of... There we go. Oh, this person's tough. And by person, I mean giant horror. Alright, we're gonna try this Devour ability. Okay, this is immune. Alright, so let's get our armor up here and let's just try slugging it out. Okay, got a stun down there. Alright, so this seems reasonable. If I could accurately click. Nice. One shot in the Scorps. Okay, we can armor up again. Even so, we are sucking up a fair amount of damage, and that regen is not quite fast enough to compensate. Here, let's try to cluster. There we go. Oh, look at that. Multi-kill. Fancy that. Okay, well, I actually like the fact that he's got a little bit of AoE going on. We'll probably end up using him a little bit more. Oh, and it looks like his shield actually persists. I can dig that. Because she is fucking flimsy. She has that fire shield ability that I never use, but... Okay, there's our shadow jump, and let's freeze down here. That should drain down most of these little ones around me. Cut him up. Okay, we'll just do the hop at short range there. And then chew him down with this. Yeah, this guy's actually pretty tough. He's a dire soul raven, apparently. Oh, let's do a snipey freeze on these guys. Oh, we can only get one. No problem. Well, this whole spirit realm mechanic is the gimmick of the game. That's fine. I'm still not 100% sold on how much it actually brings to the game, which I know is kind of saying something given that it is the gimmick of the game. Bug hammer. Do tell. Who's that for? All we know is that it's not usable by me. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty badass though. But I'm guessing it's probably not... Yeah. I would imagine that would be, if we'd taken sort of the barbarian option at the beginning, that would be his, but I wonder if we at any point are going to be able to kind of update to that. Okay, now wait a minute here. Oh, okay, right. I'm forgetting here. I gotta switch to this guy to cross chasms and stuff like that. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, I like gimmick being what it is. You know, in terms of the shadow realm and all that, I'm just not 100% sold on it being that interesting. Like, it's almost like busy work in a way, you know, just to kind of give you something else to do. And then these little traversal mechanics and stuff like that, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say just how interesting that is. I'm kind of a lot more interested in, you know, the Heretic Kingdoms and that angle of things. It's kind of an interesting, exotic setting. And then we just sort of have this, like, soul harvesting scenario going on in between. Okay, so let's get our dude out here, and then let's get our AoE dropping. Oh, and then let's get cornered because skills. I think if we see those hedgehog guys, I'm probably gonna club them to death with my ironclad zombie. And for these poison critters, they seem to have pretty good ability to beat the shit out of my ironclad zombie. So we'll probably continue to just kill them with fire. I mean, basically, when you see a bug like this, kill it with fire is probably the first thing that's gonna come to mind anyway. All right. Oh, so we're gonna have to draw him into that because I mistargeted. Hey, get off me. There we go. Yeah, she's very effective at cleaning this up, so I think that's probably going to be the way to go. Look at that. It's trapped by those fucking shells. Yeah, it's not like she's not good at cleaning that up as well. It's just to have something to do with one of the other characters. I think it makes sense to maybe, you know, use the ironclad ouch zombie for that. That stinger, like, I do not like the look of it. Oh, I do not like the feel of it when I misclick and move forward by accident. One thing is, I'm a little bit less reticent to be using my healing charges right now, just because we are getting so much action in the spirit realm as well that our stone is usually pretty much charged. Because yeah, like look at this, right? Like it used to be that we'd be like, oh, okay, there's like one or two little guys floating around. Whereas now, like we basically just have all of these assholes to work with. Oh, that is super effective. It's basically a line attack, right? Which, yeah, still a slight issue when you come to the fact that I'm so fucking useless with it, but we can improve. Shit will get better. All right, I don't want to do a quick coast around here because I want to make sure I don't miss, you know, the caches, like basically the chests in the Shadow Realm. Always a potential source for loot. But that's sort of what I mean a little bit here, is that, like, you know, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to miss the caches because there's one, you know, that I can get some loot. But the only other time you really want to switch to him is essentially when you need to recharge the stones, or when you're in a situation where you need to traverse or like look for a traversal with him. And I guess it's not terrible. It just sort of means that this is a relatively undeveloped thing, right? Like we're in the spirit realm. What's cool about that? And it's like, well, nothing really. You're just in the spirit realm. So, you know, there's that. All right, let's roast this guy down. Very nice. Feels good. Man, this area is enemy rich, which is actually probably pretty cool because, like, look at that. We leveled to 6 just like, man, 10 minutes ago, and we're already looking to bump to 7. There's been a huge uptick in the amount of combat that we're getting here. Okay, we got ourselves some undead. Oh, he actually scored a hit on me there. I'm actually gonna do that and then maybe just start clubbing these guys. Okay, let's get some armor up here. Oh man, I'm blocking myself. Also, ever so slightly weird, it's a bit of a Dr. Girlfriend moment to have her voice coming out of this fucking thing. Okay, and also, new problem. Oh, okay, we just ate that guy. I like it. That must be what it is that it didn't work last time, is you got to do that to undead so that you can, like, probably incorporate them. All right.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah, something's very wrong here because we're killing these things and they're getting right back up. And with that cooldown, if the only way to deal with that is to, all right, so we're gonna pick this up. We're gonna drop a tank to distract, and then we're gonna try this. Okay, we got. Are they gonna leave me alone for this? It looks like they are. Looks like they are not. They are? Is he trying to attack me? Maybe not. Okay, so I have practically no idea what I'm supposed to do here. So, as per usual, instead of flailing around hopelessly, this will not turn into a puzzle showcase because I am going to pause this shit. And behold, I did something, and now here we are. Okay, but needless to say, I think we might not actually be able to kill these guys, so I think it's going to be, let's see if these guys get back up. They are. Okay, we out. I wonder if that's just basically just straight down to, you know, that thing where they were saying, like, if bodies aren't treated properly, they'll soon get back up. Or whether it's something a little bit deeper, like we're about to find the shrine here is raising them. Hard to say. But what I can say is, we're going to find that out next time, because I'm going to take this opportunity to cut the episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you in the next one.